Hello, everybody. So, belated happy Holi to all of you. Yesterday, we did not have the session because I also decided to celebrate Holi with family and not do a session on our Hindu Aeon reading comprehension. But anyway, we are back now with full energy and vigor, and of course, all colored. There are certain parts of the state who are celebrating Holi today. So, happy Holi to you guys, wherever you are, if you are celebrating Holi today. Uh, Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. Let's get started with our session for today. We have a very interesting session, very nice article that's up for grabs. Remember to use AbhiCat Live and subscribe to Unacademy, guys. And let's get our announcements out of the way quickly. So, ये सारे batches start with the 16th March को. You can enroll in these batches. Okay, the Unlock 20 was going on from 14th to 16th of this month. Okay, exciting news for CAT and OMET aspirants, guys. Here you have a plus subscription that you can take. You will get a 10% off on using my referral code, that is AbhiCat Live. And on top of this, guys, you will also get a complimentary campus placement IT jobs offer combo also. So that's another great thing. All right, last chance to get into the top B schools in 2022. Your Mahaset batch is available. You can subscribe and get started. Also, guys, plus subscription is available with huge offs right now. So, a per month price of 1367 for a 2-year course and 1879 for a 12-month course. These are amazing offers that are going on. So, do subscribe. Our iconic courses are also available at huge offs, 23% off on the 12-month course and 42% off on the 24-month course, where you get all the benefits of plus. You get one-to-one live doubt solving, you get one-to-one live concept discussion, and you get one-to-one live mentorship also. So, बहुत amazing चीजें चल रही हैं इस समय पे. Also, our Ask a Doubt feature is now available on the website, so that's a good thing. You can ask up to 3 doubts at a go, guys. ये बहुत अच्छी चीज है कि आप एक साथ 3 doubts पूछ सकते हो. Also, that you can get solutions in your preferred language. This is also a great thing. And third but not the least, request a review for your solution. So you get a solution, you feel it's not the right one, you can request for a review, and that's also an amazing thing. All right, let's get started with our article for the day. Words हैं आज के बहुत प्यारे प्यारे से, देख लेते हैं एक बार. Clarion call. Clarion is a bhopu, okay, it's a horn. So, a clarion call essentially, guys, is a very strong request when it is an awakening, जिसे कहते हैं ना, कि it was a awakening for all of us. तो awakening को ही clarion call कहेंगे, जिस चीज से आप जग जाएं. So that's a clarion call, a strong request or an awakening. Decadence, of course, is a period of deterioration or decline. जब आप morally decline कर रहे होते हैं, उसको कहते हैं decadence. Overwhelming, of course, is overpowering. Traumatized, of course, is someone who's been inflicted by a trauma, by a shock of some sort. Ecological, of course, related to the ecology, the environment around you. In tatters, of course, is shattered, and distressed, of course, is worried or anxious. So, in tatters का मतलब torn भी होता है. तो अगर आप किसी एक्सीडेंट में होते हैं तो आपके कपड़े फट भी जाते हैं कभी कभी. So they are in tatters, that's what you say. You can also say after COVID-19, the first lockdown, our economy was in tatters. It was completely torn apart. So that's also how you can use it. In tatters means फटा हुआ, torn. All right, let's take a look at our article for the day. I know it is a very surprisingly interesting article. Bhagwant Singh Mann became Chief Minister of Punjab, will be sworn in, I think, and soon. So we are talking about that. So man of the moment on Punjab's new CM and the AAP model. So we are going to be talking about Aam Aadmi Party and how they're functioning. Bhagwant Singh Mann, who took oath on Wednesday as the oh, he has already taken oath. My fault, man. As the 28th Chief Minister of Punjab, encapsulated in 3 slogans the content of his politics and governance ambitions. Inqilab Zindabad, a call for revolution. Sat Shri Akal, the Sikh clarion call for the triumph of truth. And Bharat Mata Ki Jai, a masterful combination of regional and national emotions, claims of a higher morality and decadence. and the promise of radical change were what made the Aam Aadmi Party AAF the overwhelming choice of Punjab voters. So Punjab voters have overwhelmingly decided for AAP. The party won 92 of the 117 seats. That's an overwhelming majority, overthrowing the feudal families that have held the state in a vice grip, even as its people plunged into desperation and hopelessness. So they have just completely turned around the politics in Punjab. Several of AAP's MLAs hail from the most ordinary of backgrounds. Mr. Maan, a comedian turned politician at 48, has taken over a traumatized state that is crying for a new life. Its farm sector is dash in economic and ecological terms. So this is a fill in the blank that we will do at some point of time. क्या हो रहा होगा अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं कि उस पूरा स्टेट न्यू लाइफ के लिए क्राई कर रहा है, तो फार्म सेक्टर के बारे में भी कुछ ऐसे ही कह रहे होंगे. Its youth are living in hordes and drug abuse continues to corrode society. The state's finances are in tatters, so state का बहुत बुरा हाल है. Mr. Maan inherits this mess and the people have trusted him with the task of rescuing them. So people have said, please help us. As the new CM has noted, there is no time to lose. He has begun well by announcing an ambitious anti-corruption mechanism and calling upon AAP workers to remain humble and close to the people. So he's saying, okay, we are going to bring in anti-corruption strictly and strongly and stay close to the people. These are two things that he has asked his people. Mr. Maan's performance as Chief Minister will be watched outside Punjab too. As a border state with a volatile history, there are unique governance challenges, and there are huge challenges in Punjab. With little experience in government, his task is cut out to learn the ropes quickly. He really needs to learn to get started very fast. He will be watched also for the reason that AAP is claiming to have become the only viable challenger to the BJP at the national level. So AAP is the only viable challenger now to this thing, and if they are the only viable challenger, then obviously he's going to be watched very closely. The party has been in power in Delhi for 7 years, but Punjab is the first full-fledged state that comes under its command. If he can steer it ahead and well, his party's claims at the national level will be bolstered. So he will be, strengthened there. If he falls short, the ambitions of AAP and its founder, leader and Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal will be affected. So, yeah, if it fails in Punjab, Kejriwal will not be able to, bring it over to other states also. Since his performance will be so closely tied to the fortunes of his leader, whose feet he touched when they met after the Punjab victory, Mr. Maan will be under scrutiny from that angle too. Meanwhile, implementing AAP's election promises will add a new burden on the state's finances. More money to be spent. For a distressed population, AAP's Delhi model, which it promises to replicate in Punjab, will be comforting. Mr. Maan is a breath of fresh air and a ray of hope at many levels. He, however, faces the challenge of running a government and sustaining a politics supposedly without any ideological outline on a platform of corruption-free governance and high-cost welfare schemes. So, well, he has two planks. One is corruption-free governance and the other is high-cost welfare schemes. The AAP government in Punjab will be a test for the party, and if it succeeds, a model that others might seek to copy across the country. So, this is something that others might just seek to copy in other states of the country. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm also looking closely at Punjab because this is something new. What if we get this in other states also? So, yeah. So what is the purpose of the passage? To praise the Election Commission for orderly elections, to castigate the voters of Punjab, to define the problems facing Maan, or to point out the flaws in AAP's election campaign. Good morning, you guys. All of you who have joined us today. Remember to hit the like button, please. बहुत कम ही से likes आए हैं, तो like तो कर दो सब लोग. दीप्ति, अर्चित, सातुन, योगेश, अन्वेषिता, औरित्रो, प्रीति, शिवानी, रोहित, Ginisha, Dishani, good morning. Traumatized means someone who has been tortured, who has gone through trauma. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Gaurav. Yes, so let's take a look. Obviously, it was not praising the election commission. That didn't come in at all. So, no. Castigate the voters. Did he scold the voters of Punjab and say you did the wrong thing? Not at all. to point out the flaws in AAP's election campaign. But did he talk about the election campaign of AAP? No, he did not. So yes, the correct answer, to define the problems facing MAN. And the fact is that there are huge problems facing MAN right now. The state is in shambles. And here is a man who's going to steer them to safety. Let's hope so. All right, each of these is mentioned in the passage except which of these is not mentioned in the passage. That's going to be your answer. Everyone will watch Man's performance. AAP is the only viable challenger to BJP. Ambition of Kejriwal is linked to Man. And AAP is a beacon of hope for the people of the nation. Good morning, motivation. All right, question number 2. Here we are. Factual question है. कौन सा mention नहीं है? All right, so let's take a look. Everyone will watch. Man's performance is mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. AAP is the only viable challenger to BJP is also mentioned in the passage, so cannot be the answer. Kejriwal's ambition is linked to Man is also mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. AAP is a beacon of hope for the people of the nation. Now, this was really not mentioned in the passage at all. And therefore, D should be the correct answer, guys. I am seeing some C, some B. Please pay attention. The question says which one is not mentioned in the passage. Except का question है ना. So D mentioned कहाँ है? नहीं mentioned है. It's a beacon of hope for the people of the nation. That was not mentioned at all anywhere in the passage, and therefore D, guys, will be the correct answer. I can see a lot of C's and all, so I think a lot of you have got it wrong. Okay, let's take a look. Describe the tone of the author. Mr. Man is a breath of fresh air and a ray of hope at many levels. Are we acerbic? Are we negative? Are we prejudiced? Or are we optimistic? Beacon, light. Everyone please hit the like button. इतने कम लोगों ने आज like किया है यार, ऐसा मत करो. Guys, why do you ask me? You have to give me the answer, Satun. Alright, it is a breath of fresh air and a ray of hope at many levels. क्या हो सकता है? Acerbic तो नहीं हो सकता है, bitter नहीं, negative हो नहीं सकता, prejudiced हो नहीं सकता. So of course optimistic. Yes, he is a ray of hope at many levels. So obviously people are happy, optimistic about him coming in. So yes, D is the correct answer. All right, let's take a look at the next one. The farm sector is, its farm sector is dash in economic and ecological terms. Is it powerful? Is it rejuvenating? Is it flailing? Is it preventing? Come on, guys. What about the farm sector? Come on, guys, waiting for your answers very quickly. Yes, very good. Obviously, because in that part of the passage we were saying that the sectors are people are doing very badly, the state is doing very badly. So powerful तो हो ही नहीं सकता था, rejuvenating हो नहीं सकता था, preventing work नहीं करेगा. So yes, flailing means trying to, when you raise your arms like this is called flailing, right? If you fall in water and you're trying to save yourself like this is called a flailing movement. So the farm sector is flailing, it is not able to survive, it is trying hard to survive. So yes, that's the correct answer, B, of course. I think everybody got this one right. And sorry for the weird hand movements. Alright guys, our schedule as per plan, 12 baje hai apna quiz, so aa jana. Then of course 5 p.m. we've got our regular class of perfection batch, 8 p.m. we've got our regular class of the beginners batch, 10 p.m. we've got an open house also guys today. तो कल का open house पता नहीं क्यों login ही नहीं हो पा रहा था, आज open house है 10 p.m. पे. Let's hope you will all come in and we will have a chit chat on something fun, something interesting. Okay. So schedule as per this thing. GDPI वाले batches आज तुम्हारा discussion है. We are going to be discussing, if I'm not mistaken, we are covering 2 or 3 topics for GDs and interviews, current affairs के. So see you soon everyone. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe and the bell icon. ये सारे ज़रूर hit कर लेना. Also guys, if you're subscribing to Unacademy, remember to use Abhi Live and get a 10% off. Do connect with me when you're buying your subscription, you're renewing it. Do not renew it without asking me once. Alright, thank you so much. Have a nice day everyone. Adios mere amigos, milte hain 12 baje.